everybody. Let me know, give me a thumbs up if you are joining me. Let me know in the comments if you would, as you're coming in, just post a comment. Are you a realtor or just what your career is, what you're hoping to use this information for? And this is a practice session for me. So this is why I'm doing it on a Saturday versus during the week. And some of you may know that I have been working towards a coaching career as a real estate agent. And I'm working with a wonderful group, Molly Mahoney, the Prepared Performer, and her organization is called GLAM, Go Live and Monetize. So I signed up for that program. It's a year-long program in May, and I did that because I thought I'd have a lot of time as a real estate agent. We were pretty slow March, April, most of May because of the pandemic, and um, unfortunately, fortunately, whichever you want to call it, I was able not able to do as much with the coaching program because I got so busy with real estate, which is good, but I'm still plugging away, working towards getting more of my information out there as a coach and hoping to help other people. And just so you know, I do offer coaching services, but I'm going to be offering these free Facebook Lives. So hopefully it will help you regardless of whether you ever sign up for coaching with me. So my name is Franny Knight, and I am a real estate coach here in the Kansas City market. I started a niche in real estate about 10 years ago. I've been an agent for 12 years. And about 2011, 2012, I started my Urban Cool KC Facebook page and just experimenting around with it, trying different things, posting, listening, paying for some trainings and coaching back then. Then I was able to grow that page to 40,000 plus followers, which that with some other strategies in conjunction with that page, I was able to, we were able to grow our business. We're averaging about 70 transactions units a year. We're hoping to increase that, double that in the next couple of years with some of the other strategies we have going on. And I have learned a lot, and I have watched as other realtors are trying different things on social media, and I've taught a class on how to do what I've done in on my Facebook page, and I've just have been really a student of and learning what is working, what's not working. Okay, so as more people come in, again, if you want to type in the comment section, just what's your career? Are you a real estate agent? Are you somebody else? Just curious. Just type that in. And then a couple things on my screen here. If you ever hear something that you love that I say that was an eye opener in this session, it's going to be about 30 minutes here. And again, this is just my little practice session. Love it that everybody's here. I'm going to do this again this Wednesday at 2 o'clock. But if you would type hashtag Shazam and something that you learned so I can pick up what's working for y'all and what's not working for y'all. So today and Wednesday, this is 3 strategies to overcome the number 1 killer in Facebook marketing. Again, as I was just saying, I have learned a lot about Facebook and Instagram marketing that for realtors, and I think for a lot of other professionals, small business owners, entrepreneurs who are trying to use social media marketing to their advantage and not getting much traction with it. And I have a way that you can get some traction. And these are the 3 strategies I'm going to talk about. So for those who are here, and for those who are going to see this recording later, type in the comments for me. What do What do you think the number one killer in Facebook marketing is for realtors? We're going to talk about realtors mostly in this session, although I know that if you're not a realtor here, you'll pick up some other information. Go ahead and type in the comments, what is the number one killer in on Facebook marketing for just about anybody in business, but for real estate agents. Okay, so as I figured, we're uh, not going to get many comments because we are just did this last minute, just doing some practice. But this is recorded. I'm going to post it, and you can actually, after, if you're watching this as a recording, please make that comment. I will be looking at these comments later. So it'll be really good to see it. So don't worry if you're just looking at this much later and there's not live action, and just post in the comments, what is the number one killer? Oh, hi, Stacy. um, so Stacy says the same content again and again. Everybody give me a thumbs up if you think that's true. And if you're joining later from a recording, let me know. Do you think that's true? I think that's very close to being true. Very, very close. So the number one killer that I believe, it's kind of almost odd, but the number one killer is listening to the experts. What do you mean, Franny, listening to the experts? So here, I'm going to put this in here. Listening to the experts. So what I mean by that is the experts in the real estate industry tell you. So when I say experts, who are the experts? So the experts are anytime you go to a conference, a workshop, a breakout session, a coaching session in your office, somebody training in your office. Those are anybody who stands up and tells you what to do is claiming to be an expert, or they would not be standing up there. Now, they may stand up and go, well, I'm not the expert, but okay, if you're not the expert and you don't believe in what you're saying, then you should be standing up, in my opinion. Um, so the experts say, from my experience in real estate in the last 12 years, on what you should do to be successful on any social media platform or on Facebook, is to uh, post your knowledge of the real estate industry, to post your track record, show your listings, show your solds, show pictures of your people when they're closing with a sold sign, share articles that will help people to get some more information on the real estate industry. There are some people out there to say do some videos, but most agents are not doing videos. Very few, like I'm guessing less than 1% of real estate agents in this country, more or less Kansas City, are doing actual, whether it's live videos or any kind of videos. Um, so uh, so mostly what I hear the experts telling you to post, oh, and an occasional something going on in the city, some kind of event or some kind of something about the Chiefs or a holiday, something just a little bit local and personal. But that's not what they're really pushing. So here's the thing, Facebook is for fun, even though I know we got a lot of serious and political stuff on it, but Facebook is for fun. When people show up to Facebook, they're looking for entertainment. They're looking to connect to family and friends. They are not looking for your expertise as a real estate agent. They're just not. And so if you're not doing the entertainment fun, making connections, helping them to make connections with the people that they're trying to connect with, then it's going to be hard. Now, I will say the third category, and I don't think this is how it started with Facebook, but it is certainly now, is being able to have an ongoing conversation around something that's important in the community or in a civic city neighborhood. And it's politics a lot too, but it's more than just what the national politics are or local politics. We get a lot of that, and I'm into it, so I see a lot of it. But it's 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 a little bit bigger than that. So let me go into my presentation here, and give me 1 second here. I'm so excited. I wanted to get this all set up before, but here we go. Let me see how this is going to go for me. Um, okay, so I'm going to hide myself for a second. Um, I'm using Be Live, which I'm going to be talking about how to use. It's similar to a Zoom, but it's live on Facebook. That's what I'm using right now. Oh, can you hear me again now? Stacy, can you hear me now? I put myself back in. You should be able to hear me. Um, I always have that problem when I go off screen with my site. Yeah. There's a way to do this. I've got to figure it out. Give me 1 second. Um, only here. Stacy, can you tell me? Can you still hear me now? Thank you, Stacy, for helping me through this. We've got somebody else on here. I'm going to get through this presentation here. Again, if you're just joining, we are going to do this again on Wednesday at 2 o'clock. This is my rehearsal practice time, and I'm glad that you're here. Um, okay, yes, good. Okay, so now I'm going to flip back over. I'm switching out. Just hopefully I can hear. Okay, so we've been talking about the number one killer for Facebook marketing for realtors. And just a quick recap, that's because most realtors are listening to the wrong experts. So I'm going to say 99% of all training coaching, from my experience, is that in the real estate industry, we're telling you to they're telling you to post your Facebook knowledge, expertise, production, and track record with just a little bit of personal, and that is boring. Just honestly, it's boring. So how do we know that? Can we prove that? Of course, Franny, we can prove that. So the way that you prove this, okay, so this is getting you a little engagement, probably zero engagement. You might get a few thumbs up and through hands down. So I always say, if you are not sure what I'm talking about, do your own research. Take a look at your Facebook page, uh, and then go take a look at other real estate or whatever industry you're in Facebook page, and just take, like, what kind of engagement are they getting, right? um, Stacy and anybody else who's watching this as a recording, please type in the comment section for me, because I'd like to know. Um, Take a look at your last 5 posts on your Facebook business page and tell me what was the highest engagement you got. So engagement is a like, a comment, or a share, one of those three. And we can talk about if they clicked on a link. Um, that would also be an engagement as well. But the top three, just type in again, if you're watching this as a recording, I'm going to look at these comments later too, not just during this recording. Go take a look. And while you're doing that, I am also going to go take a look at some real estate agents' pages. Give me a second. I'm going to share this. Let me just make sure we're getting this shared. Okay, I'm going to hide that. Look at me. I'm so good at this. Okay, I'm going to Facebook now. Now we're going to go take a look at some Facebook pages. Stacy, do you have a Facebook page? I never even asked you about that. Okay, so this is our page, and let me look at. 1 second here. Let's go look at some of our recent posts. So, I posted, I'm so just heartbroken that our amazing Supreme Court Justice RGB has died. And so I just couldn't help myself. I posted this here, and I posted on Instagram. And so I'm hoping you all are seeing this. Let me just come back over here. Give me 1 second, please. Oh, that's the one showing. Okay. Okay, 1 second. It's been under 10 reactions for those type of posts. Stacy, it's been under 10 reaction for those type of posts. Tell me more about that. What do you, those type of posts, meaning the posts I was talking about with, the posts I was talking about with just the what the experts tell you to post: productivity, expertise, knowledge, sharing articles, posting a house that you've sold, or people, or when you buy or sell, pictures of them. Is that what you mean? Yes, no? While you're doing that, I'm going to get on the right Facebook page now, because that's not the one I wanted. Hold on 1 second. There it is. I think we got that right. Okay, that should be where we're at now. Let me show that. Okay, so this was just I just went over to our Urban Cool KC page. This was the last thing I posted, was about RGB. I didn't even say anything. I just posted her picture, because obviously that's all there is to it. Stacy, yes, market info, productivity, etc. Okay, so under 10 reactions. Okay, thank you for sharing that. So I'm just going to take you through. Now listen, this has taken years. I started this page in 2011, and I've learned how to get post. Now I'm going to show you something here. So we have 1,205 people reached, but 46 engagements. And that's mostly likes and loves. And this has nothing to do with real estate. This is one of those things that the experts will tell you. You can, make a comment or do current events occasionally on your page. I can do this on my page, I believe, because I have enough followers who are following me and know what I'm about. A lot of the experts in teaching you how to do social media marketing or real estate in general tell you not to post anything political. So a lot of people wouldn't even post this, but I think it's crazy. So let's just go on through here. So just to show you what I'm talking about. So we're going to have this mini email buyer course coming up, and I wanted to start letting people know about it. Now look, first off, 1,200 people reached, 530 people reached. um, and uh, and 2 engagements, right? So this is what I'm talking about. That it's like you would think people would want to see this kind of stuff more than other stuff. But now, Stacy, you're lovely. I shared this actually from yeah, this one no, I shared this from our Suburban Cool page. And so we've got 8,915, look, 5,408 engagements. So now if we were, and so we're hoping that they're all going to our page, which they are, and we can actually show how many actually went to the page. So let's just do that real quick. Well, I'm on, we'll do that some other time, but I'm going to guess I can show you through Bitly how many people. Well, let's go ahead and do it. Hold on a second. Let me share one more screen here. One second. Where is it? There it is. It's taking a second. Let's so when I for those watching later, we use Bitly to shorten our URLs, but basically we're sending people to our website when we post a house, and then they can sign up on our website. But this gives us some quick statistics. Let me just up here real quick. Sorry, got to get the right address here. 2110 West 71st Street. Sorry, guys. Sorry. 2110. Okay, I'm gonna get there. And I'm probably I'm probably cheating because I'm picking a really popular. Anytime we do, most of the time when we do a mid-century modern, why is that not here? Because it's still not doing what I asked it to do. There we go. Okay, so as you all can see here, oh, hold on, let me get that in the screen. So I just went to our Bitly where it's shown how many clicks we've had. So we've had 2,245 clicks on that. On what again? What is she talking about? On this post. So the engagement is huge. And so because we are actually we're actually sending people to our website, and they're being, it's called forced registration or gate. They're signing up. They may not, and sometimes they give us fake stuff, and sometimes they don't want to sign up. But that's our goal, is to get them to sign up on our website account. So we can actually also tell when people have actually looked at that house a million times as well. All right, so let's go back to, hide this. Let's go back to my presentation. Let's keep this moving forward. Hold on. I think okay, you should be able to hear me now. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. So I think that should be working now. Um, just give me a quick heads up if it's not. All right. So, okay. So I just went to George Medina's page. I'm not trying to pick on any one agent here, just so you all know. I feel like honestly most agents are not doing that great. So let's go. I'm not going to go to his personal. We want to go to his page. There, the George Medina team. All right, making sure we're back on. Not sure if you're still here or not, Stacy. Okay. Are not doing that great. Oh. So, okay. I can hear myself on my phone, so we're good. All right. So again, this is what I think you should do. You should go and just do some research, find some other agents that you're aware of that does have some Facebook presence. The more, the better. I honestly, there are. I'm going to do another one here in a second to show you um, um, some others that have some really big followers. Because honestly, George only has 579 followers, so he's not really doing a lot on Facebook for only having that many. I mean, he's huge in the market now. Okay, so let's see what he's got here. So George Medina Team 2020, their newest billboard, which is cute. So they did get 19 engagement, not bad for a 570 or 600. I don't know, 579, 638. Okay, let's look at what else he has. All right, now you will see. So that this, I'm going to just tell you, that's just kind of another little fun. 570 or 600, I don't know, 579, 638. Okay, let's look at what else. So that's kind of fun. So I can see why they're getting more engagement there. But then he posts a house, which, by the way, this is totally not how I tell you to post a house. Now, this is their listing. I'm assuming they don't. I don't think they ever post anybody else's listings like we do. Um, but so he has 3 engagement. One is Ely, which is on the team, his daughter, and then 2 other people. All right, let's keep looking. Here's another really awesome house. That's a great looking house, right? Do you see the engagement? Now look, they're trying to make it the more fun, but uh, no engagement, none. It's a cool house. They should be getting engagement on that. No engagement, no engagement, no engagement, no engagement. You see what I'm talking about? Just posting your listings is not going to get you engagement. Now you got 4 on this one. Somebody liked this. And I can tell when people start actually agents start promoting or boosting. None, none, none. Okay, let's go to another one. I'm not sure. I'm going to put Ashley Kendrick, who usually has a pretty big Facebook following. No volume. Oh, shit. Well, that stinks. Hold on. What's going on? Okay, so I'm just going to go with this because I don't know what's up with my volume. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. Okay, so I'm at Ashley Kendricks. Now, Ashley, oh, wait, here, let's actually let me go back because I want to get her actual page. There it is. I think it's good to look at the agent's personal too, because you'll start seeing how many are doing as much on their personal. And so Ashley has much more. I've known Ashley, I used to work with Ashley. She's got 6,273 people who like her page. And they should be getting more engagement because of those numbers. So this house, okay, so they're doing the right way of posting, by the way, which is they've learned from me on how to do posting. You don't want to post, you don't want to share a link from your website to where you just have one picture and then the information underneath. You want to share pictures and then links. So they've got 9 likes, 1 comment, and 10 shares. That's good. That's a 20 engagement. That's not bad. This one got 29 engagement. And again, it's because the way they're sharing their house is much more beautiful. Plus, they have more followers. So that certainly helps. 12. Okay, now let's see what's going on here. Now take a look at that. Just a simple, like, okay, so this was a buyer closing, right? And just being fun with the mask and the Chiefs on. Look how much engagement. 77 people engaged on this post. It's huge. And so you can see how things are more interesting than just posting what I feel is the number one killer. All right, Stacy, I'm not sure if you can hear me or not. I'm just going to keep going. Okay, so let's go back to my slideshow here and keep moving through this process. So, so I would normally take you through several agents, but I want you to do that on your own. Go take a look, do your research, find out what other agents are posting. That's a great way to learn. And listen, while you're doing that, you're going to learn, like when you see somebody post something that's getting a lot of engagement, take notes, copy it, steal it. That's what I do. I steal everybody's ideas. I don't copy like I don't copy their copy or steal their picture or whatever. I do my own. I modify it and use it for myself. I learn how to get better. So that's another way to do your research. All right, so here's the new strategy. Sorry, it took me 35 minutes to get to our new strategy, but I'm learning. Mostly I'm trying to figure out all this how to do this Facebook Live a little bit better. You're good. Yay. Thank you, Stacey. Yay. Okay. All right. So, so my way of helping you to get more engagement, more followers, is by becoming a community influencer. And so how do you become a community influencer? So first you want to brainstorm, come up with what makes your heart sing. What is it about your community that you love? Or what pisses you off about your community, neighborhood, city, etc.? Find a topic that you can start a discussion about. And I always say start it first on your personal profile and start talking about it several times a week just to see how people react to your topic. Now, if you can't figure out what this community topic is, I recommend that you brainstorm. I would take about 10 minutes, 5 minutes. You only need 10 minutes really. And just write out without judging or overthinking it. That's what brainstorming is. 20, here, I'm going to come talk to you guys again. Look, so I taught creativity in the workplace for about 10 years when I was a corporate trainer before I was a real estate agent. And it's amazing how uncreative people are. Kids are creative, adults are not. So when I say brainstorm, be creative, it's like most people just shut down and they're like, I don't know. All right, so to really make this new community influencer strategy work, you're going to have to spend a little time brainstorming. Now, there's all kinds of ways to brainstorm to get the ball rolling, but really just starting to just don't judge yourself, just push yourself to come up with 20 topics that you love about your neighborhood, about your community, about the city, about anything going on that you can make a connection with other people who care about the same topic. So I do this all the time, and I am testing out, I call them pop up groups. Um, I will put, when I start posting stuff on my personal page, then I will look at what people are responding to. And if there's a lot of response on something that I like, not national politics, okay? I'm not setting up a group for national politics. Okay, I did once, it was a marketing group, but most of the time when I'm trying to bring people to me as for them to trust me as their real estate agent or any other kind of business, then I just want to get to know people more on a personal level, and them to get me that know me more on a personal level that connects with what I'm selling, which is real estate. And I'm not selling real estate, honestly. I'm selling a lifestyle. I'm selling a neighborhood. I'm selling a urban environment of diversity and creativity and sustainability and preservation. These are the things that I'm in love with, that I know other people out there are in love with too. And so I got to find ways to get them to come and talk with me about this. So one of my I've had two very successful recent groups that I started, and I call them pop-up groups because I kind of knew they weren't going to last for a long time. Now we're going to talk about your short-term groups versus your forever group. And you may not know what your forever group is yet. All right. So, uh, so the last two pop-up groups I had that were really successful was Save the Paseo and getting the petition signed. And I had a lot of information, and I could still be going on that. I just don't have enough time to do all these groups. But I got a lot of those people coming and talking to me. Now, if you're a kind of a newer agent, and you're doing something like this, you will have time. You'll have time to really work a pop-up group into a group. Now, listen, if you already know what your group is, like if you already know what your community influencer group is, and you don't need to go through the pop-up process. Look, you can jump right into the next step, which is setting up the more permanent group and start interacting with people and getting people to come to that group. I'm just helping people because a lot of times I'll tell real estate agents you need a topic of influence that you can talk about, like that you love, that you're passionate about. So let's bring this back up again. Um, so this is this is where you got to start. Start with what makes your heart sing about your neighborhood, your community. What do you love that's going on? And by the way, don't like if you're a sports fan, if you're a Kansas City Chiefs or a Royals or whatever in our community, I'm going to tell you, got to kind of be careful also about too big and too broad, because you can't get people to follow you if you're just talking about the Chiefs. Unless it's something within the Chiefs. For instance, if you love, let's I mean, you can make that work. You can make something that's a little bit more popular and bigger work, that there's many groups and a lot of stuff that people can go talk on with, that you can take the Chiefs if you love the Chiefs. But instead of just talking about the Chiefs, you could talk the lifestyle of the Chiefs, or where do the Chiefs live? Does anybody want to know where the Chiefs live? What are the houses that the Chiefs live in? And do they rent condos? Do they have multiple houses? Do they mostly live in their hometown and they have a temporary place here? That's different, especially as a real estate agent. You're not just talking about, oh, the Chiefs won. That's not a community influencer topic. Okay. Does that make sense? I would even go a little farther, if I was a Chiefs fan, and I'm a Chiefs fan, but not big enough to make this my topic, I would go more into the back office stuff. Like that stuff is more exciting to me. And like I would do something along the lines of um, women in the Chiefs organization. And that's really interesting, right? And then I would somehow connect that with women buying real estate kind of thing. So it's a little loose, but I would work with that. That would be something to work with. So again, if you are doing your, I'm going to write out 20 topics I could possibly set up as my community influencer group. Um, don't hold back. If Chiefs is your thing, like if you love it, like I want you guys to write what you love. And then, um, oh, hi, Daryl. Sorry, I just saw. Can I just pop this up here real quick? Daryl, an old friend of mine, Chelsea Robinson, new to real estate, would be someone who would benefit from your expertise and experience. Check your IMs later. Oh, thank you so much, Daryl. I love that. Okay, so the thing is, listen, in on Wednesday when I do this again, and I'm going to reward people who type in Shazam, hashtag Shazam, with giving you a session with me, a 30-minute brainstorming session to help you come up with your community influencer topic for your group. All right, let's go back to my slideshow here. Okay, if you have a topic you're already thinking about, type it in the comments for me. I want to see what topics. Listen, if you're watching this later, some of you are, then go ahead and make that comment. I want to see what people are thinking about and if I can help you to get that better. So let's go to the next slide. So that's strategy number one, coming up with your topic. Strategy number two, you're going to start communicating your community influence topic across all platforms. And what I mean by that is you are going to uh, start posting it in your personal. You're going to start posting it on your page. If you have a business page, you're going to start posting it. You're going to set up a group. I'm going to tell you how to do that. Thank you, Stacy. All right. Yay. Here. Stacy says her mid-century modern design. I love that. And we can truly play with that even more. So we've got to, I want to talk with you about that, Stacy, how we can really start getting that topic going for you, which we will. All right. So so you want to start communicating this across all your platforms. And let me just go to my next slide here. So the first thing is you want to set up a group. Now I tell you to set up a group, and you can set up this group if you already have a uh, page, a business page set up. You can actually create a group in your business page. So Stacy, since we're talking here, this is something that we need to decide whether you want to set up the group in from your own page or set up the group from Urban Cool KC. I am honestly not sure if and anybody else here watching and watching later, if you have um, a pretty big following on your Facebook group or page, sorry, then it might work to set up your group through that. You also can set up a group through your personal. So what I always like to say is until you know for sure this is going to be your permanent group, I always say start up that pop-up group from your personal and start posting things in personal and moving them over to your group. So when you set up a group, let me just go back here. Let me bring in. Hold on one second, please. So just for those who may be new to setting up groups, let me show you where you do that at. This whole new Facebook format is a little bit challenging. So if you go to set up a group from your personal, if you go to the More button, click on the down arrow for the More, and then go to Groups. It needs to be all the groups that you're in. And then okay, that's not where you do this anymore. This is all changed. Yeah. Glad I'm doing this as a practice. Ah, I found it. Yay! Is everybody following me? Everybody following my craziness? Okay, I'm just checking here. All right. Whew. Okay. So when you're on your page, you don't even have to be on your on the groups. If you come over here to the right hand side next to where your name is and your notifications, click on the plus button, create button, and then group. And then you're going to name your group. If you are doing pop-up, say 30-day pop-up group for tax appraisals, or for art in Kansas City, for Black Lives Matter in Kansas City. Name the group, upload a cover photo. And so, by the way where I get, I just go Google images of my topic and make sure it's not copyrighted image. And then that's what I'll do to bring that in here. So then I'll put in the group, choose your privacy. I would leave it public in the beginning. You might want to change it to private later. And then on the bottom here, if you already know people in your friends list who'd be interested in joining you in this conversation, go ahead and invite them. It's really good to get it's really good to get some people right away. And you might even, what I have done is I've also private messaged, Facebook message the people that I'm inviting into the group, and just give a quick little synopsis of why I'm starting this group and what I want to accomplish in it to get the group going. All right. So I'm sorry, I put myself out of this. You didn't hear anything I just said. I'm going to repeat. Okay. Um, I know I went dead, dark and dead. Lots of practice. Yay, getting practice today. All right. If you're watching this later, Just know this is not the first time I've done Be Live, but bringing in different screen, different Chrome tabs and so forth. I'm still a little learning, little new at that, but I'm getting there. All right. Okay. So what I said that I went dark on, when you set up your group, um, you want to post every day. If you don't post every day, it's not a big deal, but your goal is to post something every day. You want to make some kind of, you can share articles, you can do a poll, you can share a video, you can share a picture every day. Do as much as you can. You could bring in and interview somebody. You could do a rant and ask other people to rant. So you got to really get yourself in the mode of sharing something every day. So that's where your next brainstorming skills are going to come from. Is you're going to um, create a list, brainstorm different things that you could actually talk about every day on this topic, and be researching around. And I recommend that you also go join other like groups like your group. So, Stacy, you're doing mid-century modern. Believe me, there's a ton of mid-century moderns on Facebook. So you might want to. That's why I wanted to chat with you about. Do you want to kind of niche within that niche? Do you want to do just mid-century modern actual design? Do you want to do mid-century modern Kansas City, Prairie Village, et cetera, et cetera? So you might want to niche a little bit or not. Whatever you do, you want to go join other Facebook groups that are like your mid-century modern Facebook groups. And why do you want to do that? Well, for multiple reasons. One, you want to steal their ideas. If you need new topics to talk about and you've the well is dry, go find out what everybody else is talking about and bring over and talk about it in your group, maybe in a modified way that fits your topic. Also, while you're on those other groups, you want to start interacting with people on those groups and then invite them to your group. So it's kind of bringing them, especially if they're in the Kansas City area. As a real estate agent, you're trying to bring people to you that have the same interests. And the thing is, what I'll just say that, Stacy, that the mid-century modern um, an influence. I mean, there's so much you can talk about with mid-century modern. I mean, it's just full of really great stuff. One of the things I wanted to do with when I fell in love with mid-century modern um, was to just really profile all the designers and architects, the history, those certain things. And you could do you could have each day be a different theme. So you could do on Mondays is the history of mid-century modern. On Tuesdays is the um, out, other cool places where there's a lot of mid-century moderns. So like Palm Beach, Palm Springs, not Palm Beach, Palm Springs and Northern California, a lot in LA. Um, Boise, Idaho has a lot of mid-century. So you could do Tuesdays other places, Wednesdays the designers and builders, Thursdays the actual designers, Fridays you could do everything around Pinterest, and so there's many ways that you could set up your everyday. And for again those who are just joining, just know that the Stacy here is just wanting to, she's setting up her group. All right, so so you want to start gathering people, and then you want to start trying to do Facebook Lives. And we're going to show you how in a Facebook Live, how to even gain more people into your groups using these Facebook Lives like I'm doing here. So let me come back here and move forward with this. Okay, before I go to that, I do want to show you this map. So this is something I've been learning in, let me go grab it here. Oh, there it is. One second, please. So the coaching in the beginning of this, I told you I've been coaching with Molly Mahoney, the prepared performer. I got all excited how she does her Facebook lives, and I'm part of her program called Go Live and Monetize. And so, what I have here on the screen is once you start doing some Facebook lives, you will actually have a tool. I'm going to teach you this tool that I'm learning on how to start promoting your group and your Facebook lives using this map that I have on the screen here. Let me make this a little bit bigger if I can. I'm sure I can. I can't do that. Anyway, so you're going to start in the center with a pre-scheduled Facebook Live using Be Live. Um, Anything that I am touching on in this session, I'm going to have a master class to teach all this, and as well as a group coaching myself. So once you schedule your scheduled live, all these little circles are a way to get people to come to that live. So it's many ways, and this is the big picture. You can start just with sending out an email to people you know who might be interested. Just the email itself can get you going. You can do a Facebook comment post invite to your friends, tell your friends, clients, and power partners, etc. You can do a Facebook story. You can do Instagram. So there's a whole way once you set up your group and start your Facebook live, your weekly lives, that you can actually start creating more followers that way too. So there's many ways you can get you can get to. Oops, sorry. To get more people to follow you. So let's do one last thing here. What can I see? Oh my gosh. Hold on one second. Looks like I've run out of room on my screen here. Okay, we're almost done here. So much for 30 minutes. This was an hour long. It's good to know. Got to shorten it up. Then the next thing you want to do is also be posting on your personal about 3 times a week. You want to post a question or a poll on your topic on your personal. Once people start responding to that, then invite them to the group. Also do the same thing on your business page. We can go on to that a little bit later. Okay, so the strategy 3 is more advanced ways to stay in touch. I've covered some of these things, but basically this, I'm not going to go into this now. I'm going to wrap this up, but I'll be covering this in a future Facebook Live. But basically, having people follow you in your group or on your Facebook page and personal is not like you really need to get them to start following you. Why is this in my way? Hold on one second, please. There we go. In order to start converting people who are following you, whether it's Instagram or Facebook, on your page, on your business, or on your group, in your personal profile, to actually become closer to you as their real estate potential in the future real estate agent or current, or if you're doing another business, you really got to start collecting emails. You got to get people to give you a way to contact them outside of social media. And so that's strategy 3. How do you get people to to go from following you on your group to giving you their email and giving you permission to stay in touch with them on a regular basis. Because here's the thing, groups are even better than pages, honestly, when you're staying in touch. If you have a page, every time you post something on your page, about 3 to 5% of the people are actually seeing that post. So unless you're boosting it and pushing it out to them, they're not seeing it. Groups the same way. People are not on Facebook all the time. They're not following you all the time. Um, the more of interest the group is, they will follow you more. And then, oh, I just saw your comment, Stacy. I'll address that here in a second. But you want to have a way to stay in touch with them off of Facebook, and the best way is to offer them something, giveaways, a freebie that we call them. Um, oh shoot! So like giving them a top 10 list, a an ebook, something that gets them excited. In real estate, a great way is to say, get them to sign up for a hot list. And a hot list could be all the new mid-century moderns that are coming to the market, or I've done open house list. I've done all the houses that we post. We call that the Facebook roundup. Something that you send them through email on a weekly basis to stay in touch with them, because business and real estate business specifically, when people start following you and learning that you're a real estate agent, and they're not always ready to buy or sell a house at that moment. And so you've got to find techniques to stay in front of them, so when they do get ready to buy or sell a house, then you were just in their email, even if they're not reading your email, or you were just on a Facebook Live. Look, I have no idea how many people, until I'm done with this, and I'll be able to see how many people popped in and popped out, how many it went in front of, how many people will see this later. Because if I go back to my um, my map, if you see the map here, so getting people to your Facebook Live, and then what do you do after? You repurpose that video to a lot of different places. So you're actually going to you're this whole map is going to get more people to you, and so you just never know when when people are seeing what you're posting. Video, the reason why we're doing more video, and Stacy, thank you so much for saying that. This is the biggest thing. Stacy says my goal is to get over my fear of video and Facebook Live. We're going to do that. We're already started. Look, you're watching me do it. I have to tell you, I was a trainer for years, and a professional speaker and a motivational speaker, and I love being in front of a live crowd. Getting on video, getting on Facebook Live is doing this has been a real, like, I've been working this for a couple of years. It is hard to not have people in front of me interacting. It's hard. So, but you can get over it. I know you can. There's just, you got to take it one step at a time. But the biggest thing is you want to start working your topic, working your community influence on your group page, personal. Start just doing the verbal stuff, and then you're going to come up with my coach teaches me the 3VO. So you're going to do 3 short guide. Look, I'm doing this is today because I'm practicing. This would be considered more of a master class in my coaching world, um, versus what I really want it to be. And what I recommend that you do is 15-minute Facebook Lives on a topic that you're finding people are the most interested in. And you do 3, I've done 3 things, 3 value videos a week, trying to do them the same time every week. And within the 3, just have 3 bullet points that you're going to talk about. And then if you follow that method, then you're going to, then that map, let me show you the map again. This map is going to become a pretty big deal. You'll see how much you'll be able to start gaining more people through just this map. So thank you, Stacy. We're going to work on that. But the first step is to get your group set up and start a list of topics that you can start talking about. And I guarantee the live, that it's more about what you're going to talk about that's going to help you overcome that not doing lives or videos, because you can also do videos without doing lives. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, so I believe we are at the end of my presentation here. Um, the strategy 3 I didn't go into as deep, but I touched on it, and I'm going to be working on that again. So thank you everybody for coming. And if you're looking at this at a future time as a recording, thank you for following us on the recording or watching the recording later. I appreciate that. And again, make any comments if you do a hashtag Shazam. It's on my screen here. Hashtag Shazam tells me this is something I really learned in this session. It's really great. That will give me an idea of what's really working from my end. On Wednesday, what's going to be fun, if you join me again on Wednesday, I'm going to be doing some giveaways. And I'll be giving away the show notes for this, so they'll give you more details of this. And so I'll have a way. So if you do Shazam, that also will get you the show notes. But I hope this has been helpful. Stacy, of course, but anybody else watching later. So come join me. I've already posted on this my my realtor community influencer page that this is on. I've already put that up for Wednesday. You can click on remind me. And these are all things that you guys can do too. So everything I'm doing here, you can do as well on your page or on your group too. All right. Okay. I'm signing off, and thank you for joining me, and I'll see you on Wednesday, hopefully. Okay. Bye.